You already know Big Lou tapping back in with what it do with Big Lou and FZR2. Baby. First time coming to the channel, man. It'd be highly appreciated if you first subscribe, like the video if you like the video, and also share the video with your family, friends, folks, peoples, buddies, pals, amigos, amicos, and like us Puertorriqueños, Boricuas, Jibaritos, Portorros, Panas, Paya. And you do that by hitting first that subscribe button, followed up by the bell notification, and then selecting all. And you'll be informed each and every time that either a pre-recorded video like this here is dropped, a live stream, or a shorts on this channel here at What It Do with Big Lou. It'd be mighty appreciated. So this little video right here is about Bud Crawford, right? He's fighting in August. Just coming off his last fight of becoming undisputed for the second time, first male in history to become a two-time undisputed world champion. He's a 3-division world champion. He's won titles in 3 divisions, and he's going for his 4th on this fight here. But what I'm commenting on here is the fact that he's trying to make moves. He's already older in his career. He's about 35, 36 now. He's 40-0 with 31 knockouts, 32 knockouts, something like that. A lot of people didn't seem to understand why he wasn't willing to take on Jared Boots Ennis out of Philadelphia. Because it's simple. Boots is a hell of a fighter. Yes, he's got a great record. Yes, he is now the IBF welterweight champion. But the fact is, he's never been, thus far, and it's not his fault. It's just because he's not relevant yet. I mean, as far as like not relevant like that, like skills wise, talent wise. I mean, relevant as far as a lot of people knowing who he is. You know what I mean? And if Bud Crawford was to fight him, it's probably not going to be a real good payday for him. He's looking to do things to add to his resume, add to his legacy. So now he's going to fight at 154, and he's fighting the WBA champion at 154. Again, keep in mind that Charlo got most of his belts stripped. So that was one of Charlo's belts. So it's been reported that Bud had been saying that, a lot of people had been blocking him, from certain fights and, in the past and stuff like that. I don't really know. I can't really agree with him and say that's true, because the fact is he's won world titles in 3 divisions. And he's a 2-time undisputed. And then on top of this, but this part of the argument, the people are saying that, just like what I just said right now about him being a 3-division world champion, 2-time undisputed, and now he's going to fight for a 154 title that he's never even fought in that division before. Now, I don't think that argument holds weight, because when you've already kicked ass in the weight below, you're undisputed. The weight class below that, undisputed. You don't need, when you're going up, you're already like automatic. You're automatic in like, the top 5, automatic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, did they say that about Roberto Duran? Did they say that about Tommy Hearns? You know what I mean? Did they say that about Mayweather and Pacquiao when they were going up in weight? No, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't hold weight. The man has a hell of a resume and legacy already on his status. You know what I'm saying? So that's ridiculous to say that part of it. But the part that I do agree with this writer is that I don't feel that he was blocked in the manner and fashion that he's kind of complaining about. You know what I'm saying? There might have been a few fights that he could have got, that he should have got, that he didn't get. But for the most part, I mean, he put together a hell of a career. You know what I mean? And thank God for him and his family, he's used his money wisely. You know what I'm saying? Like Danny Garcia, like Devontae Wilder. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of other guys too. But those are the ones that come to my mind when I think of, them, setting themselves up and their family for generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? As far as uh, businesses and properties and stuff. Real estate. You know, but uh, I just don't. I can't buy that argument. Um, you know, I don't think. I mean, at one point I was kind of thinking, yeah, maybe Crawford could beat Canelo, but nah, I don't think there's no way that Crawford could beat Canelo. Even if he boxed brilliantly, uh, just like he's capable of doing, I just don't think. I just think the three divisions up, the power. Look at Charlo. Look at Charlo. Charlo felt that power from the 14 pounds. You're talking about 21 pounds different, three divisions. I don't believe he could take it. He'd be able to take it. And we know Canelo has a hell of a chin himself, so he's not going to knock him out. So that was all just hype. That was all just hype talk. Canelo said what, and if he wins, what, it don't look good for him, and then if he loses, it definitely don't look good for him. So it was a no-win situation for him. I was hoping that Bud Crawford got in the ring with Jermell Charlo after he was talking all that shit, Jermell, and then he was talking shit back to him from the ring after he dropped Spence. Spence was getting up. You know what I mean? But I always had Crawford winning the Spence Crawford fight. I always had him winning, always. Not too many people that I spoke to in person agreed with me. Everybody had Spence. They said that, oh, he's the natural big guy, bigger person, this and that. But when they came down to it and we're in the fight, Crawford looked bigger to me. Uh, you know, and he went in there and took care of business. And look, they had a rematch clause, but look what happened. There ain't no rematch. Because just think about it. Why would Crawford give him a rematch at 147? You know what I'm saying? I mean, why would he give him a rematch at 154? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why do him a favor? You know what I mean? That makes no sense. Why would he do him a favor? But now he's past all that. I don't think him and Spencer are ever gonna fight again. So Crawford's gonna keep pushing, doing his thing, and he's looking for bigger fights. Fights that's gonna make sense. Fight that's gonna put that bread in his pocket. Such as a Jamal Charlo, a Jamal Charlo. Who else could he fight? Tim Tszyu. There's a few other guys that he could fight. Keep in mind that he's probably only going to fight maybe. I mean, he's already 40-0, and he's about 36 years old. So what do you think he's got left? I mean, he's going to go out on top. He's going to go out on a win. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be one of these fighters that, lose, 6 out of their last 10 fights and then decide to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he's going to do. That's not part of his game plan. You know what I mean? So he's going to take the good fights. He's taking this fight because the guy's a champion and it's adding to his legacy. He'll be a 4-division world champion. It only makes sense. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Why would he go back? Why would he go fight Boots Ennis just to win back a belt that he's already had? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense for him at this point in his career. But people don't seem to get that. I don't understand why. It's boxing it's not just about boxing no more like it used to be when we used to get the big fights. We'd always get the big fights back in the day, in the 80s and the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? You get all, the five, you got the 4 kings they call, but really it should be the 5 kings. It should be Benitez should be there too. The only thing, Benitez didn't fight Hagler, but he fought everybody else. You know what I mean? Everybody used to fight everybody. That's how it was. You know what I mean? And it wasn't so much that they were trying to chase the belts to have all the belts. They might get 2 out of the 3, because at that time the WBO wasn't really considered a major world title. It was the WBC, WBA, and IBF. But if you go back and look, most of the guys only had the WBC or the WBA or both. Most of them. I don't really remember when the IBF came into effect. I know the heavyweight title came in 78. Larry Holmes was the first one to have that. But I'm pretty sure they started with heavyweight and then they worked their way down. I could be wrong about that, but boxing's changed, and another thing too is a lot of these guys want to go out with as less amount of losses as possible, but really keep that 0, and Terrence Crawford is 1. He's still got a 0. He's 40-0, and you could thank Mayweather for that. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? So that's just a little video on Terrence Crawford. Give me your guys' input. Let me know what you guys think. I got another video coming right up on John Gotti Jr. I want to talk something real quick about John Gotti Jr. And with that being said, Big Lou, tapping out.